2033 is based on a Russian novel written by a man named Dmitry Glukovsky. And basically it's a story about life after the big blast in Moscow. And anybody knows anything about the metro system in Moscow, it's actually fitted and designed to house humans after a nuclear blast. So what ends up happening is these people go underground, and the actual stations in the metro system transform from stations to actual cultures, countries almost. They're not even cities. So like our hero Artyom, who's actually the hero from the book, his home station is called Exhibition, and there, you can see they're trying to create a semblance of normalcy, of humanity, but also, which is very much like human nature, even a nuclear Holocaust didn't teach people to be nice to each other. So there's this neo-Nazi faction group takes over one station. These old school, like communist guys take over another one. Some stations are overridden by mutations, but there's these characters in the game called the Dark Ones. And what separates them from everybody else, including those mutated creatures, is they attack psychically. What sets our hero apart from everybody else underground is apparently he's the only person who's immune to these psychic attacks. So throughout the game, the story of how the Dark Ones relate to not only our hero, but humanity starts unfolding through the game, much like it does in the fiction of the book.
Oh, a tripwire! An excellent way to get rid of the blind and daredevils.
My favorite thing is probably, believe it or not, like I love playing the game, I love the combat in the game, but for me it's the level of depth and the interaction with NPCs in this game. All kinds of things you can do and go off on these little escapades with them and stuff like that. Also, what we have is the ability to interact from doing good deeds or bad deeds. So pre-blast ammo and weapons are actually more valuable than ones that are made post-blast down there. So you actually use this ammo and it's your currency in the game. So some guy might come up and say, hey, my son's sick. Can you spare a few bullets, to get some medicine? I can trade it for medicine. If you pick yes, you did a good thing, then actually the story kind of changes a little bit. And more importantly, not only do the events change throughout the game, the ending changes. What we call pre-blast ammo and weapons were, machined back when civilization was around, so they're more accurate, more powerful. And that's the real reason why you go topside in the game, you scavenge for these bullets. But the cool thing about the ammo being your currency is that all throughout the game you have to make really tough decisions. Do you keep these bullets on you because in case you get in a confrontation, you want to have ammo that's more effective? Or do you use those for currency, So you're constantly trying to manage that system, and it actually brings a cool level of depth to the currency system. So when you do go topside, obviously you can't breathe the air. So you've got these gas masks that you have to put on. But again, there's this cool little management system with that. So you've got filters to replace, obviously, your air supply. And on your watch, you can pull up your watch at any time. It actually tells you how much time you have on any given filter. So you're changing those, but on top of that, while you're in combat, your gas mask can get damaged and cracked. If it starts getting cracked too badly, you have to make sure that you found another gas mask and switch it. And if you're out there for less than 30 seconds or so, 30, 40 seconds out of the gas mask, you're done. But it really adds that level of anxiety in the combat system, which is something really critical to this game.